Hey, it's Sarah. So we have a house. um, I recorded a little bit of a longer video to kind of like tell the whole story about how it happened. It's like a half an hour long. So if you're curious, you can find that. I'll put the link down below. But long story short, we had an amazing 3-month long Florida vacation, and when we got there, it was beautiful and amazing, but something was missing. And at first, I thought that it was just like empty and whatever because I had just achieved a really huge goal. And it turns out that that did not go away. And it kind of got a little bit worse. And it was just ironic because it seemed like all of our opportunities and all of the houses we were looking at down in Florida just did not work out. Like we were just being blocked at every step of the way. And now I believe firmly that it's because we were intended to be here. And it's just like a super big full circle moment because after we first got married, we were actually going to buy a house up here, and it didn't work out, which I explain more about in the longer version. And so, yeah, so that was kind of our entire experience. And here we were down in Florida, and we just really realized, it made us realize what we value as a family, the type of people that we are, what we want out of life. And it was weird because when we were there, it was like I could see time just passing us by. And I started to look at the next 10, 20, 30 years and how often are we going to see our family. And you know, with the kids being in school, that limits our travel time. And I realized that I was only going to see some of my grandparents like a handful more times because we were only going to be up there in the summers. And I just cried every time after I talked to my grandparents, and I got super sad. And then we were looking at houses, and nothing felt right, nothing fit. And so one night we were up until 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were talking about where we would be if it wasn't in Florida. And we always knew that we wanted to have a house on the lake in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, and we wanted to live in Florida. And we realized that we had it backwards, that instead of living full-time in Florida, that it would be much better for us to visit Florida and live in the Northwoods. And that we immediately were like, that's what our dream is. And it was funny because we only had 1 week before we had to be out of our hotel. We had gotten this crazy rate accidentally because it was misadvertised. But at the end of 3 months, the rate was going to go up to the regular regular season rate, and it was going to go up to like $3,200 a month. And so it was just like, what do we want to do? What do we value? And we realized that, we wanted to be around family. We wanted to be like in a nice range of family. All of our families here in Wisconsin. We wanted to be in the Northwoods because we both love it up here. Love it. We wanted to have a yard and have a lake and, have places to go outside and explore. And we just weren't getting that in Florida. We were getting a little bored because we don't do consumeristic stuff. And so it was like, there's only so much you can do outside, and anything within an hour and a half we'd already done. And so we didn't tell anybody except for my mom. And we drove up and we surprised our family. And when we looked online, this house wasn't even listed. And you have to hear the full story. You have to, because it's crazy. But we got a house, and it's better than we could have ever imagined. It wasn't listed online. And so it was just crazy how the whole thing happened. But we have a house. It's on the lake. It's got 3 bedrooms, hardwood floors. It's fully furnished. It used to be a vacation rental. And it used to rent out for $1,800 to like $2,600 or $1,600 to $2,800 per week. All the utilities are included. It's got everything. And you guys, if you know our story, we got rid of all of our stuff. When we downsized in 2018, when we started like full-time travel and like digital nomad life, we got rid of everything. Nothing. We have nothing. So this house is perfect. We just literally got to come in and just be. It's got a king size, amazing, super expensive memory foam bed upstairs in the loft, where I not only have a view out this way of a super long winding driveway through the woods like Jordan and I always talked about, being back on an off-road, like a deserted off-road. Nobody goes down this road. There's only one house over here, and there's snowmobilers that go by on the lake, and there's just like this beautiful stillness. There's so much snow, which is actually quite beautiful, and I realize that I love how quiet it is, and we just like being outside, and like the lake is right here. You know, it's got everything. It's got everything. It's got an Xbox. It's got TVs, utilities. I mean, it's like everything. Lawn care is included. It has a dock. They take care of the plowing. I mean, it's just above and beyond. It's like so crazy, and all I can say is, but God. That's it. Like, that is just it. This was not possible without God. Like, he lined everything up for us. And I feel so incredibly grateful. Like, I wake up every day since we got here, which has been 2 days. But I'm just like, thank you, God. Like, thank you. This is amazing. It's totally awesome. It's the same feeling I got, like, after I met Jordan. I was just like, wake up every morning and I'm like, thank you. I see his beautiful little face snoring on the pillow and I'm like, thank you. So we have a house. We plan on visiting Florida, but we do not want to live there. And we are so happy. We had the most fulfilled feeling when we moved back. So we are here in Minocqua, which is where I always said I was going to live. Ever since I was little, I wanted 2 houses. I wanted one in the Northwoods, and I wanted one at the beach. By the way, ironically, when we saw the pictures of this house, which you have to listen to the story, the pictures that we saw online, the house is not decorated Northwoods. It's decorated like kind of beachy. I don't know if you can see this, but it says beach house right on the pillow. So they're playing the Xbox. It's just totally redone, and it's really amazing, and we love it. We absolutely love it. So here we are, we're in the Northwoods. I know it was a huge shock. You guys weren't expecting that, but we're back.